Hi. Today we talk about hypothesis, population mean, small size. Okay. Previous section we talked about large size. Okay. Okay. So what's the difference? Large size, sample size bigger than 30. Small size should be less than 30. Only two difference. Okay. So if it's small size, they probably have some condition. Right? For large size more similar, they have condition, but small size especially have some condition. Using testing for hypothesis. So two big difference distribution, Z distribution, T distribution. 2 is the common, which is small sample size, which means 30, less than 30. And should be population, what? Normal distribution. Okay. So small, less than 30, and population, normal distribution. Okay. And when you can using Z distribution, sample and population standard deviation, no, they given. If they don't given population standard deviation, like unknown, they time using T distribution. Okay. So if unknown, which means we're using sample. Okay, using sample. What the name? Testing statistics. So value of test statistic for T, sample mean, not population mean, sample mean. So talking about formula we already done before about T, right? So sample mean, population mean, sample standard deviation. So value of T calculate use sample mean formula. Okay, find the T value. Okay, why don't you look at the problem? So we're trying to conducting two tail. Okay, we have left tail, right tail, two tail. In this case, two tail. Also small sample size. Okay, two tail test hypothesis problem. Okay. Okay, they give the question. Psychoanalyst, this claim. Okay, so hypothesis test they always say something claim. Okay, about what? Mean age at which children start working in 12.5 months. This claim. And Carol want to check it. This claim is true. Okay, this claim is true. Okay. So also, she took only 18 children sample size, and from the sample size, the mean 12.5 months, and standard deviation 0.8 months. Also using 1% significant level. So, this conclude mean age at which all children start working in different from 12.5 months. Do you remember? If a difference from, we're talking about alternate hypothesis, right? So differ from means not equal, right? Which means two tail test. Okay, two tail test. Which means this mean. Okay. So one more time, what kind of information they given? Population mean, which mean null hypothesis, and sample size, and sample mean, sample standard deviation, and significant level. So should know first of all what's the mu, which means what's the mean of population, usually from the claim. So mean age of at which children start working. Okay, what's the claim? Claim will be, they're talking first line, right? One more time. The claim will be what? Mean age at which children start working, 25 months. Okay, now we should think about 5 steps, right? First step, state what's the null hypothesis, alternate hypothesis. Alternate hypothesis is already mentioned in here, right? So do one more time, like that. So alternate hypothesis not equal. So null hypothesis usually 0, equal, or greater less is fine, but should be equal sign. And the not equal sign means what? Two-tailed test. Okay. So alternative test hypothesis will be two-tailed test. And step 2. So what kind of distribution we're going to use? To remember previous slides, we have condition should be less than 30 in small size, and population normal distribution, and one more, standard deviation for population, right? Less than 30, normal distribution, and population standard deviation. Don't given, we don't know. That time using what? T distribution. If you know population standard deviation, we use Z distribution. In this case, don't given, we don't know, which means T distribution test. Okay, step 1 and 2. Understand? All right, step 3. Before going to step 3, one more time, what kind of information we have? Mu, population mean, and sample size, sample mean, sample standard deviation, and significant level. Okay, we should determine rejection, one rejection area. So this data we're talking about. So from the significant level they given here, right? Total error, both rejection area will be like 1% or 0.1. So it looks like that. So which means here, which means 99%, and left and right together 1%. Okay, so each side total together 1%. So each tail left right divided 2, like 0.5%, 0.5%. Right now before is 1%. So degree of freedom means sample size subtract divided 1. This will be 17. Okay, 17. And then from the table book they given, right, provide the table, we can find using this area and degree of freedom, find 2.89, but they say two tail plus minus. Okay, and calculation testing, test statistic, which means sample. So we provide the formula, right? This one to remember: standard deviation and sample size. Finally, we get the t value in the formula. Okay. So make a decision. So our test statistic t value, but this one point, so we have critical point. between this value, which means here to here. So 2.121, which means maybe here 2.121, right? So what's the location? This one, what you can see that. Do not reject null hypothesis. So our conclusion: do not reject null hypothesis. The mean is, so our conclusion is what? Mean working age will be 12.5 months. Okay. Other methods using p-value to make a decision. So step 4. Okay. So we have 12.5 and we got the t-value here and standard deviation this number. But when you look at the book, degree of freedom 17, it doesn't show up 2.21. So close number 2.110 standard deviation. That time find the area 0.25. So 2 tail times 2. That's why p-value come out 0.05. Okay. So our conclusion: reject H0 null hypothesis because the significant level they given, which will be about 1%, and we got like 5%. So 5% greater than 0.1%, 1%. So p-value. So this one also do not reject. Okay, do you understand? So why don't you try this some couple homework problem? If you have a question, let me know. We can discuss later. All right, bye.